I am going to do Tree Fort. You get to Tree Fort by starting Scary Tree. I have a video on Scary Tree. I think I pointed out where you can go to Tree Fort. I haven't done it yet this year. I did a tiny section of it last week. It was really fun. So I want to see if the whole thing's rideable. So this is a new one for me. So you'll be learning along with me. I think it's two-way. I didn't see anything that's telling me it's not. But I started at Airstrip trailhead. And I'm starting on Scary Tree. And you go up here, and then Tree Fort forks off from Scary Tree. As far as I know, it's just this really skinny single track the whole way. So you have to watch out for people coming the other way and then decide who has to pull over into the deep snow on the other side. Right here, turn right and you go on Tree Forks. Tree Fort. Turn left, you continue down Scary Tree. And I'm actually gonna turn my flashlight on. I don't really need it, but the sun's starting to set. And a trick I found is it's really hard to see the texture of the snow and what you're riding on at this time of day. Everything just looks white. So having the headlight on at least lets you see the snow texture a little bit better. Doesn't sound important, but it is very important on these winter trails. So far, this is very similar to Scary Tree. This trail follows the swamp all the way to the very beginning of the Tour of Anchorage Trail. Like I said, I haven't been on it yet this year, or ever. It's my first time. Something tells me that this area can be quite mooseful, so I have to keep an eye out. That's a Scary Tree. This trail's not called Scary Tree. You know, this is all stuff I've seen back here in the summer. I've always been curious to come back here, but there's too much roots to get through in the summer. Well, frankly, and too many bears too. So this is kind of nice. I can finally see what's back here. There's not really a lot to talk about yet, other than I kind of like this. It's really easy. I mean, you have to stick to the skinniest part in the middle, but other than that, and the climb's not bad. It's not a technical descent yet. Some of these trees are a little low hanging. It makes me nervous because I'm not wearing goggles. Oh, this is cool. Going up into the forest. Oh, hello. I was really hoping to get away with this without having to pull over for anybody. But, oh well. It is a two-way trail. Oh, this looks cool. Actually, it looks fun to come down this way. little downhill section. And back to climbing. I will say, I don't know what this trail's rated. Currently it's gray on Trail Forks. This is way easier than Scary Tree. And I think Scary Tree's a blue. I don't know. This is maybe a green, soft blue. Scary Tree's probably a hard blue. If the snow's bad, maybe even a soft black. I like this better. This is fun. I don't know, something about it just feels a little more adventurous. I think I just like sticking to the trees. Oh yeah, this is really fun. Trail. Okay. Oh, all right. Oh, I always wondered what this looks like. I think this is like some kind of sled dog association building. I've seen it blocked off from the other end of the trail. Never really knew what was in there. All right. Well, now you know. Oh, looks like a punch of a climb. Oh, you could do this. Not bad. Okay, this trail's kind of turning out to be one of my favorite easy routes. This is really fun. I don't want to jinx it. Something about this scenery I just really like. Alright, we got another dog sled crossing again. I don't think they're out today, but still, it's mid-February, so always check, because if they're not out today, they are. This is the season they're training. So I think the Iditarod's next month. I don't know why I don't just know that. I live in Anchorage. You can't really avoid it, but every year I always forget. Oh, do I fit through here? Barely. This is the kind of lighting that having the flashlight really helps see the snow texture on I was talking about earlier. When it's not directly under the light, it just looks like all white. I guess we just crossed here. No idea what this is. Alright. Just gonna assume dog sled stuff. Either dog sled stuff or BLM stuff. Safe assumption for anything in this part of town. Man, this trail seems to be lasting forever. I like that. It's just been can't really tell from the camera, but it's kind of been just a very mild, consistent climb the whole way. Which actually tells me it's probably really fun to ride the other direction. I don't think I have time to do that today, but maybe I'll make a video on that tomorrow. Okay, this is a big climb. Oh, I know where this is. Okay, this is the part I rode last week. This part's really fun. Yeah, got some exposure there on the left. Guess this is a no-fall zone. All right, that's the top, and it's all downhill from here. This is the pass. Low bridge. Ooh, tight corner. That corner caught me off guard last time too. So worried about not hitting my head on that tree. All right. This is crossing the tour trail. And now we take the last little section that ends up at the Albrecht Ball Field. I don't know if I pronounced that right. This is that community baseball field right at the start of the tour trail. That's where this ends up. I looked down for a second and ran into a tree again. So I don't know if this little leg here is still considered part of Tree Fort or not. You can just go to the tour trail, loop it from there. We just passed that. This is kind of fun. I really want to ride that again. Don't know if I have the time though. Turn right and we go to the Albrecht Park. If you turn left back there, it goes to free beer, which I hope to get a video of that soon. It wasn't rideable last week. And here we are. That was Tree Fort.